So there is one major conundrum facing property sellers and property buyers here in Nakuru. This is an observation that I have made, and it is a major conundrum. You may agree with me, you may not agree with me. Both your comments, put them in the comment section so that we keep enlightening each other. So I will give a case in point so that you guys understand where this is coming from. So here is a case of a homeowner who's looking to sell their home. And then on the other hand, you have an interested investor who's looking to buy that same place and also invest. So this one is in regard to old homes. Allow me to call them old, because this is something that I have observed, not with brand new homes in the market, not with homes that have been in the market for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, but this is around homes that people have been occupying those homes for the last 35 years, 40 years, even 50 years, or even more. All right? So fast forward to today, you have somebody who has been living, or a family who have been living in their home, which is like 60 years old, 50 years old, you know, from back then. And then today, they're looking to sell that property and maybe move elsewhere, you know, or sort one or two issues that they have. Case in point, I heard of one who was looking to sell that home so that they can settle alone. Now, the problem is the interested investor comes and says, I'm only interested in the land. I have no interest at all in the home. So on one hand, you have somebody selling their home, a home that has been around for many years. Like I've said, they have lived there, maybe even their children grew there, their children have gone, maybe it's just mom and dad, or even mom and dad are no more. You know, their property is just left to the caretaker, the children are not there. And then now maybe they decide, let us sell that, let us dispose that property, and then the money to fanya kitu ingine. And this one, I have observed it in homes around town, which actually makes sense because for the outskirts of Nakuru, hapo awali, they were not occupied. So these are homes that are here in London Estate. These are homes that are here in Shabab. These are homes that are here at Section 58. You know, if you stretch further, maybe you go to White House, at Freehold here, Langa. Yeah, these are homes that are in those areas, Kanu Street, you know, where the old town was. You know, the old town used to be at that side of Kanu Street. So homes around that circle, you know, Shabab, London, White House, Section 58, Freehold, Langa, that circle there. So you have folks who have been living there for many years, and then now they're looking to sell that home. And then the investor comes and says, Ezra, me, I'm not interested in the home. I am only interested in the land, in the parcel of land. However, from the buyer side, the homeowner, from where they sit, they have calculated, you know, the value of land today in that area. Somebody goes out and anauliza, hapa shamba imeappreciate, imefika pesa ngapi? Wanaambiwa shamba ni hii. All right. Then add the home. You know, the home is how much? You know? So I don't know whether they do valuation or they just, I don't know how they arrive at the prices, some of them, because even from where I sit, there are some that have been given, I've even been told, I've not even presented them, I've been told this home inauzwa at this amount of money. And from the homeowner's side, to them, they are viewing the place as they are selling a home. But given the present day market, you are selling to them a home that was built in 1980, you know, in 1970s there. So the current market is looking at that home as an old home. You know, the facade is, you know, old style. The construction of it, you know, the design of it was kitambo style. Dirisha ni tudogo, tuko na box pale. I mean, so now the current market is looking at that, you go like, me, I'm not interested in the home at all. I'm only interested in the parcel of land. But from the homeowner, to them, it's like they are selling the home. Okay? So that has been a major, conundrum. From my observation, that's when nimesema, this is a conundrum, this one. Okay? So you have a buyer selling the place as a home plus land, because from their side, they have put the value of the land and the value of the home, and then they come up with a figure. They say it's 25 million, they say it's 20 million, whichever millions that they say. And then you come to the seller's side, to them they are looking at, I have no interest in this home. This home is like 50 plus years old. What am I going to do with it? And obviously, even if it is somebody who's looking to settle, okay, even if it's somebody who's looking to settle, surely you can't sell to them a home that is 50 years old and then they go and just settle there. So obviously for those properties, the next person who will take up that space, that parcel of land, will only demolish whatever is there and build going up, apartments. And that's what I've said, most of these homes that I've observed, they're just around town. I didn't mention Koinange as well, Koinange Estate here. Those are the areas. So whoever, even if it's somebody looking to settle, they cannot surely put 25 million on a parcel of land that now have put 25 million to go and settle. They can rather go to Barnabas, go to Kiamunyi, go to Ngata, go down to Pipeline, Kaka James, those side. They buy a parcel of land and then they build with 25 million. They can even build 4 homes, actually. They can build 4 homes, like with basic finishing, etc., or with standard finishing. They can actually build 4 homes. So with 25 million, somebody has got enough money to build a home elsewhere, buy a car, do whatever. I mean, they can even buy an acre, if they go to Ngata or somewhere and they live large. So obviously, they are not going to put 25 million in that your home that is like 50 years old. Sindio? So the ideal person then is somebody who's looking to invest in flats, in apartments. But now for this one who's interested in buying the parcel of land to build a flat or an apartment, again, they are looking at it like, I cannot pay 25 million surely at this place just because the homeowner is selling me a parcel of land and a home. So the homeowner wameka bei za vitu mbili juu. The investor, I'm only interested in the parcel of land. In fact, there is one who told me politely, Ezra, tell them if they can give me the parcel of land, mimi am as ready as coming tomorrow to give them money. But hii mambo ya kuniambia nyumba, where will I take that home? They told me that. So it is a major conundrum facing property sellers in Nakuru, and also on the other hand, property buyers or other interested investors. So the question is, how do we go around this conundrum? How do we solve this conundrum? Sasa, so you guys can, give your suggestions in the comment section. They can help me next time nikienda when I'm called for such a deal. I can also advise them better, because honestly, even me, I've come across a home that I'm told is 25 million. I'm looking at it, the plumbing is gone. I mean, clearly you can see many of the things they have had their time. They have gone through the test of time. The plumbing is done, the terrazos are gone, but then whoever is selling anataka 25 million. What can we tell such kind of home buyers, home sellers? On the other side of the buyer, how can we also get them to strike a deal with this kind of homeowners? So from where I sit, we surely need to find a common ground between these two people. That's why I said it is a conundrum that we have to sit down and and come up with a way around it. Sindio. So from where I sit, the two parties, instead of the interested investor kusema, I'm not interested in the home at all, just give me the parcel of land, which, if you look at it, the home cannot exist without the parcel of land. But the land can exist without the home. Sindio. But now that the home is already there, so these two parties should find a common ground from where I sit. You two guys, I really want you to, to leave a comment on this one. How do we solve this conundrum? From where I sit, these two guys should find common ground, wakae chini, wa reason pamoja, even the way the Bible says, come, let us reason together. So from the homeowner, don't be rigid. Don't just get stuck there. Mi nataka tu 25. If somebody is not giving me 25, stai kusikia maneno, and then you give me and even other agents a difficult job of finding somebody akuje anunue hiyo plot yako na nyumba. You give us a really, really tough job. Kupata mtu atakuja anunue 25 million pale Shabab, okay? A 50 by 100 plot. Although they are slightly larger, an area like Shabab, pale walikatanga shamba kubwa kubwa kitambo. They were not 50 by 100s. They were like 100 and something by 60. So they are bigger chunks of land kidogo. That area of Kenlands, for example. So, tutafute common ground. So the homeowner, don't be rigid. And for the buyer, interested buyer, don't despise, the steps, the milestones that have been made by the homeowner. So you go to a neighborhood, even where that particular home exists, for instance, that area now, for instance, it has tarmac roads. That area has steamer. That area has piped water. You see, these amenities would not have come there. That area has population. There are people around there. There's room for business, So that area, those amenities would not have come to that area if this homeowner would not be existing there for those years. Okay? So if I can bring you to the present context where land selling companies wanaenda wanawambia aje, we have provided amenities on site, we have done the roads, we have paved the whatevers, we have done this, we have done that, sindio? So that they get you to do what? To invest, sindio? So for these other ones who have been there for longer, these amenities ambazo wako nazo saa hii that they enjoy today would not be existing. You take a place like London, a place like Freehold here, a place like Langalanga, they have piped water, they have good roads, tarmac roads all over, steamer iko kila mahali is just dropping. So those things would not be existing if that homeowner angekuwa pale. So for the buyer, do not disregard all those things. Okay? So even on your side, consider this guy's input kwamba alipata pale na akawekelea nyumba. Unaona? Kudru yeye kukaa pale, vitu mingi zimeweza kuja hiyo area pia. So you guys find common ground, meet me halfway should be the thing for me. Unaona? Meet me halfway. So for the homeowners, don't expect that hiyo 25 million or whichever millions that you want would be met fully. Hiyo itakuwa tu no. For a home that is, that has now degraded, hiyo haitaweza. For the investor now, the current, the one who's looking to take up that space sasa ajenge flats or apartments, also consider this other guy. So meet me halfway for me should be ideal. So kama amesema 25 and the investor umefanya research yako with your valuers, wamekwambia hapa value ya shamba maybe ni 10 million, this guy is asking for 25, well, you can meet them halfway, just because they have their home there, because these guys are also looking from whatever utawapea watoke hapo waende kwingine tena waendelee na maisha yao. So meet me halfway for me should work for both parties. Now for you guys, munasemaje? Drop your comments hapo kwa comment section tuelimishane. It's about to rain. Luckily I finished this one, so I'm moving to the next vlog regarding the business opportunities that are here. Niseme aje. Folks have been telling me, Ezra, can you tell us the opportunities that are there in Nakuru, for business? What is missing there? What is not there, so that maybe, I have some monies elsewhere, naweza kuja ni invest hapo Nakuru. So that is the next vlog after this, but the rain is coming. Hopefully itaniruhusu nimalize hiyo pia. Okay, so see you in the next vlog, but for this one, jameni, tusaidiane hapa. It is a major conundrum. Tunasaidiaje these two parties? All right, in the comment section.